All right, so welcome back again, and this is Football Pitch Fans. And right now, we actually want to discuss about Manchester United versus Porto. And you still with me here. I have two edible, so I say gullible.
Glory, Manchester United.
Bro.
All right, so you know how we actually do it here in Football Pitch Fan. We actually talk about tactical analysis, and we have something which is a call-in section where fans, wherever you are, you can actually request to call in to our studio section so that you can actually talk matters regarding football. And right about now, we want to talk about today's game, and with us here we have
Styles, GGMU.
Glory. And then we have
Mateo, 5K.
Mateo 5K. All right, so the match at hand right now is Porto versus Manchester United. And in this game right now, we want to actually know how Manchester United fans are actually feeling. All right, let's know how confident they are going into this game, considering how they actually considered 3 goals at the theater of dreams, which turned theater of nightmares. All right, so let's see how confident they are going into this game and what they're actually expecting going into this game. So I'll start off from you. How do you feel as a Manchester United fan going into this game after losing to Tottenham with that red card? Let me hear you.
Well, I don't. It's not a great time to be a Manchester United fan, to be honest. It's not a great time to be a Manchester United fan. And I think going into the game, we are kind of like the underdog. Yeah. In the real sense, we are supposed to be the big team going into this game, but we look like the underdog right now. And then it's just what it is right now, yeah.
All right, considering the recruitments actually Man you have done under Erik ten Hag, I think you shouldn't be saying this right now, as a proper Manchester United fan, considering how much Ten Hag have actually spent in the market to actually, equip this squad for pictures like this. So what do you think? Do you think his recruitment over the years has been shabby?
I wouldn't really ponder much on how much he has spent. It's not about how much you spend. It's about how well you spend. What you're giving to spend on. And I wouldn't really rate. I would give him a 50 over 100 for his signing since he came in. He has given us this Netherlands vibes since he came. He has given us these Netherlands vibes, always going back to where he came from to, I don't know, somebody said his ex, It feels like he doesn't trust some of his players, and he's always going back to his ex. So I would question his signings, the signings he has done since he came, the likes of Malacia, Mason Mount, Anthony, the list keeps going on, and all, I would say 50% of the players is signed, if not 60%, have not been doing well.
Yeah.
They have not been doing well. So I think that's a big take. That's a big problem for us to deal with, yeah.
Okay, so over to you. I just want to know, over the weekend, there actually is scandalous, ref issue that happened against Manchester United versus Porto. And during the week right now, we are actually hearing news that the red card was appealed and they actually apologized and the red card was actually turned down. And that really caused Manchester United that match, I would say. So over to you right now as a Manchester United fan going into this game, having lost against Porto. How confident are you going into this game?
Porto, I think with their name, they will know what hits them today. So any Manchester United fan that is against Erik ten Hag is an imposter. He's a fraudster and should be arrested and sent to jail. You understand? Because I don't see the guy is a human being, for crying out loud. You understand? We've had series of coaches before him, and to me, right now, the man is actually the best man for the job. It's just that people are kind of trying to intimidate him. You understand? Anybody that is saying Erik ten Hag don't have a pattern, I will say this to you, guy, you are a joke. If you cannot see that guy's pattern in every game he plays, that means you are tactically blind. You understand? Because watching the game, you know that you are schooled upstairs. You understand? You have to know the kind of pattern that he's playing. And his kind of game is patience. You have to calm down, re-strategize, and refocus in the game. Even though it doesn't seem working right now, I believe it's still going to work. You understand? Because okay, if you let's take it back now. Just imagine now we're in the field right now, and then you get to pass ball to Onana. Onana tries to calm the ball down. You understand? Push the ball, try to observe and cool the
atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Okay, let me ask you something. Sorry to cut you short. The tactics and the pattern he used against Spurs. What pattern is it?
It's still endurance pattern. You understand? And then I can say that ref is actually against Man U. You understand? It's against that team. Of course, that team is not a red card. That is why everybody is now. We managed to win the case over the red card.
Yeah.
You understand? I believe FIFA owes Manchester United an apology. A public apology. You understand? Because that red card cost us a lot. How would you remove our key man in the game? You understand? Against Spurs, for crying out loud. You understand? Okay, even when now you remove our key player, I will start dominating the game. That's to tell you that assuming we are complete, Omotocha will collect guy.
Second half, right?
You understand? Because it's really hurting me right now to see a small club like Tottenham coming to dominate in theater of dreams. Guy, the Red Devils will not be red cards. You understand? So why would you issue out a red card just like that on like just dash the red card out? Honestly, we are not winning this case indoors. We demand a public apology and a fine. We're going to fine FIFA.
Or a point.
You understand? Or a point. Yes, you have to give us a point because you cost us that game. You cost us that game. Because even the Spurs too, they came unprepared. Especially they play now. I swear my team can do more better than that. Look at the start, like, oh God, that ref, honestly, that ref has to be arrested. You are against Manchester United. They have to be arrested and sued.
All right. So today's game against Porto, how do you expect Ten Hag to actually, line up in that game? Not your lineup right now, but what is the game plan right now? Because we've seen something actually going on in the media space, saying Ten Hag trust his process, stick to the plan. What's the plan? Stick to the plan. What's the plan? Stick to the plan. Bounce back again. So we've seen this flying around right now. So going to this Porto game, what is the plan?
The plan is to teach those Porto a lesson they will never forget in their life. That's the only plan we have right now, to wipe Chris from off of their head. Because all this team, Manchester United are best known for absorbing pains. We endure, and then when it gets to a certain point, the next person will go collect. Check out, but Porto should go and ask Barnsley how they're feeling right now. 7 guy, is it easy? 7. So Porto, I believe guy. Sorry, your future is not bright this night.
Do you agree with him?
I totally disagree with him, to be honest. I don't know why he's not being honest, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give an honest assessment of what I feel is going to happen in today's game, right? I know Porto has not been that good in playing Manchester United. If you go back a little, you can go back to, I think, 2008, 2009 Champions League. We played them in the quarterfinals. I think we beat them 3-2 on aggregate. And then if you go back to 2006, 2007 Champions League, I think we played them in the same quarterfinals and then we beat them 4-0 aggregate. Yeah. So if you check our head-to-head, I don't think they have that edge over us. But on today's account now, we all know, if we look at the head-to-heads, we look at everything that has been going on within both clubs, you know who is supposed to come out shining after the game. So I'm not going to go all in as a Man U fan saying that we are going to, play well, dominate or win this game. I only go praying that it turns out well, because that's what we have been reduced to. You understand? Since the Hag came in, we always pray.
Prayers.
That's what we do these days. We pray before we go.
Can I ask you a question?
No, let me just finish. We pray before we go for matches. Like, we are now serious church goers because of Ten Hag. So, you understand? I don't see us winning this game, to be honest. I do not see us winning this game and I believe every Man U fan who is logical is going to, going to agree with me that we are not winning this game, because how can you draw a game against Crystal Palace? Let's not even talk about the red card that happened recently. You draw a game, for you to be a big team, you have to show, when you meet small teams, you have to beat them and let them know that you're a big team. And we're not just playing Crystal Palace, and we're playing Porto. You understand? So I don't see us, and our coach, forgive me if I'm going to say, he doesn't have a pattern. I've not seen a pattern since the day he stepped into Man U. I've not seen a pattern.
The pattern is stick to the plan.
Like, we don't understand. We've been sticking to the plan since day one. Nothing is happening, bro. We've been sticking to sixth place. We've been sticking to eighth place. Imagine a big club as Manchester United sitting on I think we're 12 or 13 now on the table. You understand? So it's nowhere near good. It's nowhere near good.
Can I ask you a question now, right? A Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
So when you go to church, right, and the pastor prophesies something, do you have to see it happen before you believe it?
See, that's
the question. Just answer the question. Yes or no?
I'm going to answer your question. Calm down. No, I'll answer your question.
Yes or no?
That is entirely different from football.
It's a question, right?
That's entirely. Yes, it's a question. I'm going to answer your question.
Just answer the question with yes or no.
This question cannot be answered with yes or no. I need to give you facts.
Listen.
I need to show you that this is football, right? This is football. This is different from what you go to church to
religion.
It's different from religion, my bro.
Just the way Christianity is religion, right? My
bro.
That is the way football is a lifestyle. You understand? You going to church and then agreeing to whatever the pastor says is the same thing as you believing in the plan of Erik ten Hag.
Stick to the plan.
If you don't agree with if you don't see the light in what Erik ten Hag is doing right now, I'm sorry to say this, you're an imposter. You're supposed to be arrested. Because I don't see any reason there.
I believe maybe you've not gone back to see how we played in the days of Fergie. I don't know. Maybe you've not gone back to see the old Manchester United.
But football have moved from that part.
I know. That's what I'm trying to let him know.
Okay.
You've not really seen how we've downgraded from after Ferguson. You've not really seen how we've gone down from Ferguson. And you've not really seen how bad we play these days.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I want to ask you a question. Yeah. Are you saying in the trajectory that you actually gone down, or will you say you are not able to cope up with? It has to be an upgrade. For example, right now in football is different from Fergie time, all right? Let's be honest with ourselves. So football actually advanced to a different level. Yeah. Pep and everything. So will you say, I think it's best to say that Man U didn't, cope up with the new trends of football right now, instead of saying downgrade, because Man U today will beat Man U Fergie.
Yes. Now the thing is, at the end of the day, it boils down to the coach. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever happens within the club, whatever happens outside the club, whatever issues you have, at the end of the day, you have to produce a result as a coach. You understand? I understand that times have changed. You understand? Yeah. A lot have changed. And I can also agree that Man U did not keep up to the... you understand? Yeah. But as a coach, we have to see progress. And I don't think I've seen any progress since Ten Hag came. I've not seen any progress. I've not seen the style of play. I've not seen... I know he has...
Look...
Is there progress? No, is there progress?
Yes, there's a progress for God's sake. We did more better than Chelsea last season. We bagged FA Cup. You understand?
So are you going to rate?
But that's the point.
Wait. In terms of play, because you can't sit here and be saying rubbish about Man U and yet to call yourself a Man U fan. You understand? You have to check and see. You understand? Okay. Let me take you back to last season, right? Aston Villa defeated the best team in the world, which is Man City, and he came down to Aston and defeated Aston home and away, thereby costing them the league. You understand? But when they came to Man U, what did we do? We showed those boys.
It's not just about trophy. Yeah, I understand that since he came, he has been winning trophies.
Okay,
he has been in Manchester United for 2 seasons, and those 2 seasons he has gotten those trophies. But it's not just about getting trophies.
It's about what?
How do you play? Like, is there a pattern?
Okay, let me ask you a question right now with this pattern you're saying. Okay, I understand your point actually, because right now you made mention of saying when a manager comes to a club, it's not just him being in the club.
Yeah,
it's his duty to actually win games. All right, and it's also the function of the coach to actually win trophies. Right.
Yeah.
And right now, Ten Hag is doing it. Let's not dispute the fact he's doing it.
Yeah, he is. Actually.
Okay. Now, what's important for you? Is it the play style or winning trophies?
For me, I would say the 2 trophies you won for us actually are not. They are not A-class trophies.
Lack of content.
They are not A-class trophies. No, calm down. Man U has been reduced from winning Champions League to winning, celebrating.
How many Champions League does Fergie have?
At least he won us one.
Just one, but you're saying he's used to. When you say used to, it doesn't have to be one.
That's where I grew up seeing Manchester United at the top. You understand? We've sacked so many managers because they cannot take us there. And then we're happy watching the way Ten Hag is playing. How can you be happy as a Man U fan watching your game, playing against a small team and then they're dominating you? Like, I'm not seeing any pattern. I'm not seeing, he sent De Gea away. He sent Ronaldo away. He sent Sancho away. And all those players are doing well in their different clubs right now. You understand? So Ten Hag for me is not the right man for the job. He's not the right man for the job.
One question, a quick one here. Is Arsenal better than Man U?
I would say...
I want to say the Man U right now. Is Arsenal better than Man U?
Yeah, I think presently Arsenal is better than Man U. Okay. I wouldn't lie. I'm being honest right now. And I think some Man U fans will agree to that in terms of style of play, it's not just about, I know you want to win trophies.
What are you saying?
I know you want to win trophies. I know you want to celebrate Carabao Cup. Yeah?
Okay,
you want to be happy with winning FA Cup. But bro, don't you want to go a step higher? Don't you want to play better?
Wait, I want to ask you a question.
Better.
What is a step higher with Arsenal?
Let me answer your question.
Do you prefer you invest all your energy and time and your power, your strength into something at the end of the day coming out with nothing?
It's not.
Arsenal plays football.
It's not nothing. Wait, let me answer your question.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing. There has been a progress since Arteta came into Arsenal. I think everybody can see the progress. You understand? They were not the same Arsenal of 10 years ago. You understand? Or maybe 5-7 years ago. They have been. You see, it's not. I know we won trophies last season. We won a trophy last season. We won one the season before. But bro, Arsenal has, in the past 2 seasons or 3 seasons, they've successfully qualified for Champions League. They've been playing Champions League back to back. You understand? That is the progress I'm talking about. They are not winning it yet, but they are surely going to win it in the nearest. As a Man U fan, do you think Dan is going to win a title?
Okay, I want you to ask a question. I want to ask you this question, right? Let me come from you. I'm a Man U fan to him, all right? Will you just ask him whether he prefers Ten Hag to play beautiful football and not win a trophy than play defensive football, shattered football like Mourinho and win and bag trophies? I want you to ask him. As a Man U fan.
Please answer that question.
No, ask him.
Do you want to be in a situation whereby you start explaining, you go explain entire no evidence, or you actually want to see evidence and results?
The thing is, honestly, I want both. I want my team to play well, and I want my team to earn titles. Like, I want my team to play well and win titles. I don't just want us to sit back and then play dirty football and win games. It's fine, because at the end of the day, that's what football is all about, winning trophies, right? But at the end of the you need to play well also. You cannot say, he asked me if Arsenal is better than Man U the other time, and I said yes, because they play better than Man U. They play better. They play as a group. Like, they defend as a group. It is very hard to score against Arsenal. It's not as if they have spectacular players. But we all know how many goals Onana have conceded since he came into Manchester United. If Onana dies today, I'm very sure his family will sue Man U. Because of the number of goals he has looted. You understand? Since he came, imagine. He's even better this season. Check last season now. You know what I'm talking about? So it's not because we don't have good players. It's not because the players in Arsenal are better than the players in Manchester United, yeah? It's because they play as a group. You understand? When you play as a group, it's hard for your opponent to decipher. It's hard for them to break you down. But Manchester United, they play individual football. You see Rashford not tracking back. You see Fernandes giving some silly faces at some point. You know, everybody just giving you this, let me just give it. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, I get my salary. Like, they are not playing for the badge, you understand? But you see Arsenal, you see Man City, you see other teams, they play for the badge. So it's not just about winning trophies, yeah? You want to win trophies, but you need to play good. You need to make your fans happy. Like, watch your team play ball and be happy. That's what I'm talking about.
So whatever it is that anybody is actually thinking about Manchester United right now, it has happened, or it's still happening. Now we just have to find a way to move on. You understand? You criticizing Eric Ten Hag, guy, even if you go that position, you go see suffer. You understand? The guy is a human being, not a god. Do you understand? And for the fact that the guy keeps trying his best, do you know that what we see sometimes used to damage somebody's confidence. You want the guy to do better. Why not support him? Okay, let's go. But let's just use this saga between Whiskey and Davido that's happening online right now. Do you know even as bad as Whiskey coming out to insult Davido's uncle and everybody, you understand? There are still some Man U fans that some Arsenal, some Whiskey fans that still support him. You understand? I believe in loving your own, the way you love yourself. Even in the Bible said it. Love yourself love your neighbor as you love yourself. You understand? You want somebody to do better, and you are casting that person, insulting that person. How do you expect that person to do better?
Let me answer you. Yeah, we've been we've been babysitting managers since after Ferguson for a very long time. At this stage, right, we don't need to babysit any manager anymore. We need to put pressure on you to deliver. We didn't sign you to come and use 10 years to show us your tactics.
You're forgetting the fact.
We signed you to come and deliver.
You're forgetting the fact that Rome wasn't built in a day.
Well, yeah.
You understand? It takes small drops of water to make a river.
We don't have that patience anymore.
I understand that you guys are human beings, right? but you have to know that Erik ten Hag too is a human like you. Everybody is prone to make mistakes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Everybody is prone to fail. Failure is not as bad as everybody thinks.
Let me ask you a question. We know the identity of Arteta. We know Arteta's identity. Okay. We know Guardiola's identity. We know Mourinho's identity. We know Ancelotti's identity. What is Ten Hag's identity?
Patience. Just patience and endurance.
The funny thing is, we don't have that patience. Bro,
that is the problem with Manchester United fans.
Are you not seeing that?
The truth is that even if Guardiola comes to Man United, this weary fans, this Manchester United fan will still insult him. You understand? You cannot. Even in the Bible said the power of life and death lies in your tongue. You cannot be speaking bad to something and still expect that thing to grow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you understand? You cannot be saying all the time you wake up from sleep, Ten Hag is a bad man. It's a bad man. Definitely he'll be a bad man.
Yeah, are we not justified to call him a bad coach? Are we not justified? Because
he is human.
If you are doing well, we surely praise you. You understand? You were signed to do well in a club. If you are not doing well, we have the right to talk you into doing well. So you don't want us to say anything when you're not playing well.
Do you know that there's some way you can actually show someone you support him without like you want someone to do better without actually insulting him and then casting him? Put yourself in the Ten Hag shoe. The man is tactical. We all saw what he did with Ajax. He came to Man U. He brought all you. There's no season since he came to Man U.
That is the problem. That is the problem.
Wait,
that is the problem, bro.
Season. Since he came to Man U, that he didn't bag a trophy. Guy, it's not fucking easy. Ask Arsenal fans, they'll tell you. Ask Arsenal fans, they'll tell you.
This is not Ajax. He has to wake up that this is Manchester United. This is Premier League.
This is not Ajax. This is not Ajax, but this is football.
I understand. Football is football. Premier League is not Eredivisie. Ajax is not Manchester United.
See, what I'm saying is that Erik ten Hag needs time and space, guy. Make una leave that man. That man is tactical. You guys just have to give. Okay, now you expect too much from him. That's why you're hurting right now. As a human, you should never expect too much from anything and anyone in this life. He's human, and does he play the ball with the players? What he does is to give. Tell the players what he wants. Give them insights of everything he wants them to do in the field, and then leave everything for them to go and do. Now, if they tell Rashford don't get confidence, it's still the fans that talks down on Rashford that make Rashford to lose his confidence.
I'm just going to say
even Bruno Fernandes, is he the one telling Bruno Fernandes to start playing nonsense? Or is he the one telling Onana to be conceding goals? Guy, that man is doing the best that he can do right now. And if you are not seeing it, guy, you're delusional. You guys are supposed to be in rehab.
Now, I want you to take your time and listen to me, yeah? As much as you want to be a manager or a coach, you need to be a manager too. What I mean by a manager, you need to know how to, when a player loses his confidence, it is your job as a manager to get to know that player. Like, outside football now, you need to know what is disturbing that player. For you to get the best out of that player, you need to know what is really wrong with that player. You have a Marco Rashford that has not been performing for 2 seasons. What have you done? What have you done as a manager? You have Anthony that has not been performing for how many seasons since you brought him from Ajax? What have you done as a manager? These are the questions we need to be asking as Manchester United fans. You have Casemiro that has dropped in form. What have you done? Because of mistake, you drop him to the bench. What do you think that does to a player's confidence?
Look, do you know that the thing happening to Rashford now is right now is as a result of the fans, what the fans say. Imagine going to Rashford. Okay, imagine you being Rashford. You wake up in the morning, open your IG page or your Twitter page or whatever, and you start seeing insult from people that are supposed to believe in you. Right? On people that are supposed to believe in you. You start seeing insults and everything. It's really, really bad. I think, and besides, all eyes are always on Manchester United. If Pep Guardiola loses match today, he no go trend the way Man U go trend the Man U lose match. You understand?
All right.
He won't trend.
let me step in a bit because it has been a dog of war for you guys. Manchester United problem is too much.
It's too much, my bro. It's too much. It's bigger than Ten Hag.
Well, people have been talking since I've just been listening what people are saying. Manchester United problem is really much. And the manager has always told you guys, because you ask what his play pattern is, and you have come out to say, stick to the plan. What is play? Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. All right? We bounce back again. Stick to the plan. That is his plan.
Bro, you stick to the plan until you're 20 on the table.
I
stick to the plan.
We actually had a Manchester United fan in the building, and he came and we asked him. And Arsenal fan was actually asking this Manchester United fan, what is Ten Hag's tactics and pattern? He said, it's a secret. He's sticking to the plan.
I'm sure the plan. I'm sure his tactics is also a secret to the players because they don't know what they're doing. It's also a secret to the players because they don't understand what's going on.
So my fan actually don't know the tactics because it's a secret. The players just have to stick to the plan. So Manchester United fan, please stick to the plan. That's keep believing. All right. So today game against Porto. Let's see how that game goes. First of all, let me hear what's your scoreline? What's your prediction in that game?
Judging from the way Man used to play right now, I'm not going in with high scoreline, but it's expected to happen. You understand? I'll say I see Rashford bashing a goal.
Okay.
I also see Ahmad too, and then Fernandez too. So I think 3-0 is okay for them. We're not considering anything against Porto.
Okay, so what about you?
I think I'll be putting everything into consideration. You understand? I will be putting our heads to heads together, seeing that we've always had that edge over them. And then I'll also put into consideration our current form. I think it's going to be a draw game.
A draw game.
For me, I think it's not going to be easy for us going over to Portugal and then coming back to England with a win with our current form. So I think the best we can have is a draw game. Yeah.
Like 1-1 or
like 1-1. Yeah. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw because I don't see much goals in that match.
See, it always hurts me when I see Manchester United fan. I don't believe in Erik ten Hag. Imagine you marrying 2 wives in the house and the only man. Imagine your wives inside your house quarreling and fighting. They don't work together. They always fight and quarrel. That shit alone destabilize you upstairs. Imagine you as a family now. Even inside the family, people they fight, they quarrel. It's very bad. How do you want that? How do you want that family to
Football is not about fate. Football, you play good, you win. If you don't play good, you lose. See, football is not religions. Bro,
you guys are...
I don't know whatever it is your pastor is telling you, but bro, football is different from religion. You play where you win. You don't play where you lose.
You guys are actually...
You understand? It's not about prayers. It's not about prayers.
The blame, the fault and everything on Erik ten Hag when the problem is not from him.
That's where it needs to be. That's where we need to put...
From the fans, guy. Now, Manchester United fans now get issue.
Is it the fans that are signing players? Is it the fans that are coaching the players?
Guy.
Is it the fans... Bro,
Ronaldo himself came to Man U. The fans were insulting him.
Bro, Ronaldo had a problem with Ten Hag. He didn't have a problem with the fans.
Guy, there are some Man U fans that were insulting Ronaldo.
Yes, too. They have the right.
Now the fans are not even unified. That's what they do. That's so even the fans do. That guy thing, bro.
Are you saying you are putting our failure in recent years on the fans?
Yes. You guys are expecting too much. Calm down. Calm down, guys.
You're supposed to expect too much from your club. Bro, you're Manchester United.
Wow.
You're Manchester United, bro.
All right, so going into this game right now, we've seen that prediction. And him, by my right, actually said he's predicting Man U to bash 3 goals past Porto when they visit Porto's home. And he believes it's going to be a 1-1 draw in that game. So let's see how that game plays, and let's see how Manchester United defense can actually hold the likes of Pepe and Samuel, who are actually blazing hot in Porto right now. I wish you all the very good luck, and I wish Manchester United, anywhere you are, good luck in this game. Let's see how this game turns out. Just a matter of hours right now, we'll be seeing them lining up, and it's a thrilling game which we can't afford to see how that game goes. And lastly, before we actually conclude, I want you to tell me your honest opinion right now. If you are willing to make a bet about this match, what's that pick? What's your pick right now? Considering how my defense is and how the play style is and everything, what's your pick?
If you want to address my defense, my iconic back four, you understand? You have to address it with respect. Look how they ask me these kind of questions. See, if I want to be even realistic, if I want to be realistic right now, I'll give Man U win or draw. Like, that's why I want to be realistic, but I don't see me drawing match with those children, guy. You understand? They go collect ruggedly. They go.
What about you?
I don't know what's giving him that confidence, but for me, I'm always I like to be realistic when I do my. I see that game as a go game. For anyone that wants to bet. It's a sure go game, because I think Manchester United want to have a bounce back from what happened last week, and they might score a goal. I said they might score a goal, but I'm very sure Porto is going to score a goal. Understand? Because I don't even know who's scoring the goals from Man U these days. Who do we expect to get goals from?
Zeski.
Zeski has scored in his first game, and since after then, he didn't hear anything again. Understand? So I'm not expecting goals from anyone. The only person I would have been expecting goals from was maybe Bruno Fernandes. And now we all know Bruno Fernandes is not currently not on form.
What about Garnacho?
So, Garnacho, if he starts, I can maybe get a little hope to get a goal. That's why I said it's a go game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one last question for you right now. Just one last question. You have to be brief about it. Right now, I'm hearing rumors online right now that Manchester United was actually cheated by the GMLO, right? OL, rather. And right now, some Man U fans are actually bemoaning the fact that they are going to this Porto game, to revenge, like with anger, with bitterness in their hearts, that Porto is going to suffer for what the ref did to them, on sports game. What's your take on that?
Like I said, Porto will not see us coming today. You understand? All those anger, those pains, those failures, those emotions, guy, we're going to put it inside the field today. Manchester United is not only playing today, we are coming to kill, to destroy, to damage. That is the devil in us, guy. Porto, you guys don't stand a chance with us. You guys will collect. You understand? It's as easy as anything. Because, guy, I don't ever hear anything. See, in fact, I stay, anywhere I go watch the ball, I go stay there for the front seats. If Man U win, I go play our anthem today.
Before we go, I think we should just talk about the possible lineups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I'll say we know our regular goalkeeper now, Onana. The basket is going to be in goal today. I hope he doesn't concede much. So Onana, I'll be going with Onana in goal. Mazraoui, he has been outstanding since he came. So Mazraoui on the right. I'll pick a pair of Lisandro Martinez and Delete. And then for left back, Dalot, as usual. And then for the midfield, I think we'll be seeing maybe I'll be predicting something different today. I think we might have a combination of Casemiro and Ugarte with Bruno Fernandes in front of them. And then in the wings, on the left wing, I think we'll be having Marcus Rashford. And I think he's going to go with Ahmad today on the right wing, and then and Zexi is going to start up front, or Højlund to come up second half. So.
Why? But why is he doing it that way? Because Højlund actually is a 0.9. Why Zeski is 9.5? It's not really. It's more like a midfielder or a goal maker, instead of a goal poacher.
If I'm to answer that question, I think we are going to drag this this talk, because I feel personally, so Man U fans will not agree. I feel we play better with Zexi. a lot more than we play with. You know, Zexi comes to the midfield, he receives the ball, and he opens. You know, when the striker comes to the midfield, what he does is he brings the central defenders along with him, and then he opens a space. I don't know if you understand. Like, he draws the central defenders to him, with him to the midfield, and then there's a space opening there.
Oh, feel it.
Of course, we have our wingers. We have our wingers to run in between.
I don't really, pick up sense into that, because right now,
Why
you don't have to say it's when a striker drops in and takes ball and open space. Because first of all, as a poacher, you has to be there in the space. Now, you can say, Man, right now, you prefer them to play without a number 9. You want them to play like a false 9. Because a midfielder can actually be number 9 and drops in deep.
That's exactly what Manchester United has been doing, even when we play with Højlund, because we don't give him service. We don't service him enough. Like, our wingers don't realize that we now have a striker. So there's no point putting somebody in there that you don't give ball. It's better we play knowing that there's nobody there. Or rather than putting somebody there that don't get crosses, don't get passes.
Look,
and we don't play, Manchester United don't play like they have a striker.
This is the reason why I said Manchester United's problem are the fans. The fans are the problem of Man U. Now they confuse that man. You understand? The man brought in Wiggles. Wiggles is doing exactly the same thing Ziggy is actually doing now. Only that he's even doing more. The guy they defend. In fact, only Ziggy, and a defender, is a midfielder. He's a striker. Wiggles. You understand?
Which match does Ziggy
no good. This is the guy is everywhere.
Okay.
You understand?
It's all right, because right now, if we keep on talking about this, we are not going to leave this studio today. All right. So my problem is much, actually. All right. So if you've been watching to this very moment, please do like and subscribe on our channel so that we can actually get more engagement, so that more people can actually see our page. If you like this video, if you share it, or if you subscribe, it will generate engagement, which will make this video to actually be recommended to people who actually need this video, especially football lovers. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll come back again with other topics. And here with me, I have
Styles.
There I have
Mateo 5K.
It's Porto versus Man U today. Let's see how that game goes, and stay glued for the review after the match. They've dropped their prediction 3-0 and draw. Thank you so much for your time.
Peace and love.